Hello again. Welcome to another edition of New Day Midday, where we talk about some of the great moments on air, and we get the best part of it, you guys talking to us about it. First up, we could talk for hours.
Oh,
robots.
Come on.
Some of this video, some people think these robots are a little scary.
Well,
they don't have heads, but it really doesn't matter because it's the future, people.
What's behind the acquisition of Boston Dynamics for Google?
This is the 8th robotics company they bought, so you can see that there is a strategy here for Google, and it's so interesting some of the things that they're doing, but you look at Boston Dynamics and specifically what this company does, bipedal robots. Look, there are a lot of areas in the manufacturing chain in particular where robots can be a really good solution. For example, stocking trucks, any part of the distribution channel, assembly, electronics, manufacturing assembly, all of these things are ripe for robotics if you can get the right kind. And look, these are the people behind the driverless car, right? It was science fiction, as many have pointed out. It was science fiction, and now it's closer to reality. That is creepy, isn't it? That
Little
looks
steps.
so
Pull it together.
It's good when you're angry,
but
when your knee goes both ways.
kind of cool. It's kind of cool stuff. I talked recently to this guy named Andrew McAfee at MIT. He said we are on the verge of the next machine area, the second industrial revolution, and it's robots.
It's kind of fascinating because the moves they make and have been making of late, I mean, they definitely have a futurist mentality, right? And one of your comments on Twitter actually spoke to it. You said you'd want one of these to do the housework and collect your mail. Not
No
long ago,
kidding.
remember when
Second
that
that.
little Roomba robot that came around? That seems antiquated now when you think about how these new, robots may be used. But it's amazing to think how far we've come in such a short amount of time.
We're just talking about Amazon taking on drones. We're not talking about Google taking on a different type of robot. What is going on? Stay tuned.
Here's a story that I came face to face with in New York City. New York City is a crazy place on a weekend on any given night, but in the holidays season, you have to contend with SantaCon. If you're not familiar with SantaCon, let me just tell you, a bunch of young males, generally males. I'm gonna
Lots
say
of women,
9.
though.
I didn't see many women.
Shh, don't tell her I was one of them.
Yeah, I saw you there, Kate Baldwin. Apparently, there's all sorts of videos surfacing of misbehaving Santas around town. New Yorkers are saying they've had enough. So far, police say they haven't made any arrests.
Yeah, there's this video of it looks like a Santa and a not so Santa
Right.
getting into it, beating each other up. But Stacey Ann makes a good point on Twitter. In all fairness, those naughty Santas are the minority in the SantaCon event. Well, we should point that out. In all fairness, let's talk about China. Taking on the moon. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Not talking about Santa in China or China taking on Santa. I'm talking about China taking on the moon.
Its six-wheeled rover named U2, or Jade Rabbit, left its lander, the Chang'e 3 probe, roamed across the lunar surface early Sunday morning. Solar-powered rover will inspect the moon's surface for the next 3 months in search of valuable mineral deposits. The name Jade Rabbit actually was decided in a public online poll. It refers to the Chinese myth of the moon goddess and her pet white rabbit.
I love everybody on social. You're being very funny today. Sean, so we asked, do you think the moon could be the next frontier? Would you live there if you could? Very good question. Depends on what's going on in your household, maybe. Sean on Twitter, if it means getting a job, I will take it.
Hope you get a job this year. That's my wish for you, Sean.
No kidding.
Saturday Night Live, filmed right here in New York City.
This is such a great skit.
A spoof. You knew. There's certain news stories that are rife for parody, and this was one of them. We still don't know what the situation was specifically with I always feel like I have to give the proviso.
You don't need to.
Well, the guy that was the translator at Mandela's memorial, you remember.
He's been largely panned for not translating anything.
You know they went bananas with it, and so Jay Farrow and our guy Kenan Thompson went to town.
We've seen huge improvements on our website. We've had our best people working on it.
So we asked you your favorite moments from the skit, and apparently y'all are haters of Saturday Night Live.
Now there's a new cool thing. Not only does it offer us an opportunity to say pandemonium in China, a new breeding center there is going to let you get up close and personal. And we're talking up close and personal. Ivan Watson, we love Ivan Watson.
Yes.
He was there,
Great
and normally he's in war zone, so this is a great assignment for him, actually.
This is the highlight of the visit to this panda breeding center. For a donation, you get to sit next to one of these fuzzy animals. 15-month-old Meow Meow, a female who's chowing down on bamboo shoots dipped in honey. And you get to hug her.
I think I would totally love to go. I'm kind of envious of the fact that somebody gets to do that.
Sure.
Pretty great. And they don't attack you because they're lovely.
Sure.
Hey, listen, we can't do this without you. We love the fact that you're kind of getting in on the conversation online. Hashtag New Day, @New Day on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever it is.
See you guys.